Now, honest to God, I wanted to make this video a long time ago, but because of the way I edit for story times, I know this is probably going to be a longer video. Just bear with me. Today, we got to talk about the infamous Mart. Now, for the slow people in the back who didn't catch on to what that is, no worries, I will explain. You see this? Right. I'm not going to say what it is, but just know I'm calling it Mart for the rest of the video, so I don't get sued. Now let me just give y'all a little bit of lore. Shortly after I made a video that reached 30k views, not to brag, that's my biggest video, I had gotten employed at this here Mart. Now Mart already has a weird reputation about it, simply because of the weird shenanigans that go on during the workday here. And I didn't want to believe it until I actually got employed here. First things first, I want to talk about the rules. The rules here are absolutely retarded. I hate that I said that word. I hope nobody got offended. But at this point, you know what I'm saying, it's 2025, my nigga. Put some draws on, bro. They have a rule here that states if you don't have enough PPTO, also known as protected paid time off, which ensures that you'll get your money if you don't show up to work. If you don't have enough hours to cover your shift and you're sick, or you have something going on, you have a family emergency, you'll get what is called a point. If you get 5 points, you get fired. No ifs, ands, or buts. But you have to accumulate PPTO by coming to work. So, after what I just said, in any instance that you cannot make it to work and you don't have PPTO to cover your shift, or at least a portion of your shift so you can arrive late, you will get a point. And depending on what day of the year it is, you can get more points. These days are called key events. A key event is any major holiday you can think of, and they will require you to work at any given time. The second rule, they do not give out overtime to anybody. You can only get like 40 hours a week unless you request more or you take up a shift, and that's only guaranteed to full-time associates. If you're part-time, like I am, being in school, kiss that shit goodbye. The third rule, and the most popular rule that many people may recognize when they watch this video, if you're currently employed at a Mart, if a customer is rude to you, if a customer hits you, spits on you, bad talks you, or even touches you, all you can do is tell your superior. All you can do is tell your manager. And by the time you actually find your manager, because they have this little game that they play where 1 minute they're next to you and the next minute they teleport off into the depths of the store. If you cannot find them, the customer will disappear and you can't tell them actually what happened. You cannot hit a customer. You cannot hit a customer at Mart, even if they hit you first, because they will view it as a liability because they'll try and sue the store. And even if the customer calls you out of your name, all you can really say is have a nice day and you have to walk away. The second thing I want to talk about is management. If you're watching this video and you're working retail, please know, retail is not a bad job. What defines the job is the management. Will the management be dickheads, or will you have a good chill management group that doesn't actually care about company politics and yada yada yada? Now I'm gonna keep it a buck. At my Mart, I only actually like 2 of my managers. That's it. Everybody else in the management group is ass. They will bug you out more than the customers will, and I didn't think that was possible. But pro tip, if you start working retail, please make good in with your managers. Your managers will save you from things that you don't know are happening. They will look out for you. All you have to do is form a bond with them. Another thing I want to talk about is company politics. If you don't know what company politics are, it's when people in power are basically on a power trip and they're abusing their power in the utmost sense of the word. For example, my Mart, our store manager, he be letting people from other departments just be coming up to our department and trying to tell us what to do. And if we don't listen to them, they be snitching on us. That's right. People who are not from our department, because they're good with the store manager, will snitch on us. Our store manager has also made rules like, you can't stand in this area. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't talk to associates. You can't be on your phone at work. I mean, I get the phone rule because like that would distract, you know, the employees from doing their work. But every now and then when we're slow and nobody's in the store, like you act like people are never on their phones. Most of the time he's on his phone. And one of the things that pisses me off about him the most is he's never on the front end to deal with the customers. He's never on the front end to see what we have to deal with on a daily basis, but he's constantly making some damn rules. And last but not least, I gotta talk about the customer shenanigans. I know y'all have been waiting for this shit. One day in specific, I got in trouble for asking the lady if she scanned her toilet paper because it was at the bottom of her buggy. And days prior, I had gotten in trouble for not checking the bottom of the buggy, and someone wanted to rat me out and try and get me a write-up because I didn't do that, and they almost walked out the store with that damn item. But that's besides the point. I asked the lady if she scanned the toilet paper, and you know what she did? She said, yeah, I scanned it. It's right here. It was the last thing I scanned. How about you get off my ass? And I said, okay, ma'am, have a nice day. I walk away. You know what she does? She prints out the receipt and she walks toward me aggressively. Now, mind you, I'm not one of them people who give a damn. I'm here for a paycheck. What you got going on don't got nothing to do with me at the end of the day. I'm trying to get paid. She walk over there mad aggressive talking about, did you need to see the receipt too? Because you made a big deal about the toilet paper. In my head though, I'm thinking this right here. Lady, if you didn't have anything to hide or worry about, you would have just said it normally. you would have been a normal customer. Most other customers don't actually give a damn. But I responded with this right here. No ma'am, but they'll need to see it at the door. So she gets all the way to the door, and the little person at the door that be checking the receipts, she told him that I had terrible customer service. So he told my manager, the one that fucks with me gladly, was like, yo, what was that about? Then I had to explain why a lady was psyching the hell out over some damn toilet paper. That's just one of the many occurrences where customers will psych out over anything. Another occurrence is when we don't have a specific item and they act like it's our fault. Mind you, I'm a cashier. I stand at the front. My only job is to make sure that you get out of the store with all of your items on the receipt. That has nothing to do with me. You need to take that up with the stocking department. And Christmas? Don't even get me started on Christmas. Pro tip, if you start working in retail, make sure you take that shit off. Take Christmas off. You will thank me later, because God forbid I work another Christmas in retail. I can't do this no more. Customers complaining on Christmas Eve that we don't have items when they had 2 weeks in advance to get the items that they needed. Or, like what happened to me this year, somebody will try and steal something out of the store, and when the cops were called on them, they decided to run through the store like it was an action movie, tipping things over so that the cop could not get them, running out of the side door. But now that I have your attention, yes, people, I have been driven to almost the brink of insanity working at the Star Mart. And I promise you, if you work at a Star Mart, leave a comment down below. Let's get this video to a pretty decent amount. I'm pretty sure a lot of people need to see it. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And if you enjoy this kind of content, go ahead, share the video. Let's get the views up. 2025, we're moving all year long. I love y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.
What a drag. I say one little negative thing about Sasuke and I get the evil eye from his #1 fan here.